You are now locked into DJ Tempz. You are now in with DJ Tempz.
DJ Tempz, DJ Tempz. Play it loud, let them know what's poppin'. The God Rock Chem in your area.
Yo.
One.
You can just feel this one.
Girl, I'm in love with your style.
Thank you, sis.
I'm in love with your music.
Thank you very much.
And you've got a great attitude and a fantastic personality. So it's really great to have you on the show, because in terms of artists, I think that you really do stand out there as being somebody that people can look up to as, you know, as an inspirational artist. And I'm hoping that throughout the interview, they'll be able to get to share a lot more of your story and your musical journey as well.
Thank you so much. Yeah, that is my aim, that people get to know me as the artist, but with me as an artist, there's the whole personality behind. So yeah.
Right. Okay. Musically, how has it been in terms of the lockdown in Switzerland as well?
So musically, like, there was no big festivals like everywhere in the world. It was, the aim was to keep, we were still able to have, we did have events, and as musicians, if you were a part of like a small collaboration or just with a few people in the band, it was still possible to play. It was with me, for me, it was, I was able to play with my musical partner Jones. We have a duo together, so it was possible for us to play on small stages and small festivals. We did weddings and birthdays, but it was just like the small, everything was just with less people.
Right.
But we have been having some music this summer still, which I've been seeing in a lot of countries that didn't even happen.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to, I mean, further on in the interview, I kind of feel as if I've started it midway in. I want to kind of touch on the struggles of if there's been changes for artists, because I've spoken with some artists who says they've had a little bit more time to be a bit more creative, and I've spoken with others that's really been impacted, and as well as it impacting on their creativity financially, and it's just become too much and it's slowed down for them.
Well, like the first part, the financial part, for me, like I've just gotten into, how do you call it?
Self-employment?
Self-employment, thank you very much. Not even 2 years before that.
Right.
And I've decided, I've been studying social works, and I left the job like 2 years back.
Okay.
And I just said, I just want that security, that financial security. I don't want to struggle with that. So I actually went and get myself a new job as a school counselor. So yeah, that side for me was kind of cleared. But there around me, like my fellow musicians, there is a lot of struggle going on, and financially, which also is an existential need, and that goes to the well-being of how do you feel in life. And there's a lot of people around me that I see it's really starting to take on. It really starts to make them feel a way, and really have fears about existential needs.
Yeah.
Like really, actually. Yeah. It's wicked. It's really crazy.
It's definitely impacted so many people in such a harsh way. When people was kind of, in the middle of music, or whether they was in the middle of, their growth in their career, or whether it was financially, it just seems to have stopped a lot of things happening musically. And
Totally, totally. And I think the creativity part is really an individual thing,
right,
because some people that are in a, I would say, depressive mood,
right,
that's when they're able to create. And some people need like that peaceful stage to write and to create.
yeah,
Um, Financially, which also is an existential need, and that goes to the well-being of, yeah, of how do you feel in life. And there's a lot of people around me that I see it's really starting to take on. It really starts to make them feel away, and you really have fears about existential needs,
yeah.
like really and truly. Yeah, it's wicked. It's really crazy. Yeah.
It's definitely impacted so many people in such a harsh way. When people was kind of, in the middle of music, or whether they was in the middle of, their growth in their career, or whether it was financially, it just seems to have stopped a lot of things happening musically. And
Totally, totally. And I think the creativity part is really an individual thing,
right,
because some people that are in a, I would say, depressive mood,
right,
that's when they're able to create. And some people need like that peaceful stage to write and to create.
yeah,
Um, we realized, all right, let's just postpone the album release for next year. It gave us some time to do a little more with it, and to, the last part of getting it to the perfect stage. And I was really also occupied with creating the album, releasing a few singles, doing videos for it. So I did kind of have an aim of, yeah, you need to push. So I was also in a creative mood very much.
right,
Yeah, it was a very productive year for me, actually.
right,
But in terms of only putting out things, but in really, I'm still building up my products out there. I do music, live music, for a long, long, long time.
right,
But really and truly, to put out music, I started like 2 years ago, or let's say 3.
right,
And this year has been the most productive year of putting out or creating music for me. So
right,
it was a good time. It was a good time for me.
right,
I also did have the time to really like also take time for myself and relax and be with my closest ones, which also brings a balance within yourself that is very important. Also
right.
for the creative part, but for you personal, for yeah, personally. So I would say it was a crazy year for me too, really and truly. There would have been a lot of good things happening that didn't take place, but same way I was in a good space. I did have my financial security. I was able to work on my projects and still do live music. So I want to say I cannot complain that much.
Do you know what? I'm really pleased for you, because it's great to hear that you have been able to, work with it, in a sense of, maintaining the balance of hardship, which has impacted you musically, financially, but maintain it to a level where it seems as if you've been able to still be an artist, prepare, because you've literally just released the video today, right?
On Friday.
Friday. It's been released on Friday.
It has been released on Friday, yes.
So, I need to kind of, let the people know that I know today that Irina was, she's been preparing for Friday. She's had some challenges today. She's then made it to the interview. So these are the kind of pressures that, hardworking real artists are under, and they're able to overcome them because they are professional artists like yourself. So I want to say big up to you, girl, because it takes a lot to be able to do that. A lot of people just fold under the pressure, or they need a big team, or, you know, they've got whatever excuse it is. But it seems like to me, you seem to be somebody, especially over the last 12 months, like you said, that seems to be pushing towards your dreams and your goals. And, you know, it seems like it's definitely going to be paying off for you in the end.
I really hope so, because as you say, thank you very much for acknowledging that. It is really like the behind works is just a wicked thing. Absolutely. That I'm still also like getting to know. There's always such small things that you don't think of. And then when the time comes, when you want to put out your package, you just realize, so many things. But it's a good thing that I'm able to learn about all these processes, and I have to say, I still have a very motivated team around me, meaning the video that I just did is, go check it out, people. It is called Rising. It's a collaboration with my sister. She's also a great singer. We've been singing together for years and years, but we never put out a collaboration. So this is our first combination. It's our first song that is out. And we're both very excited and happy about it. And the music video was shot by very good friends of mine, called Marvin Productions, and they just put in so much effort and motivation in it, like more than the usual. And also my musical partner that produces my album, called Jones, he also is so motivated, and that just gives me strength too. I have to say that it's not only I do a lot of work, but I do have a team around me that really helps me pushing too. So yeah, but it is a lot of work.
Bless you, girl. No, big up to your whole team as well for holding you down and staying inspired. And you guys are just inspiring each other, because like I say, a lot of artists right now are struggling, whether it's to release, whether it's to, you know, be, like I say, be creative, or even think about the future, not being so uncertain of it just because of the impact of COVID. So it's really refreshing to hear how you speak, because I'm hoping that it gives people the motivation and the inspiration for them to, you know, strengthen their journeys if that's what they're needing at this time. So big up to yourself, girl.
Yeah, thank you so much. But hey, don't give up. To whoever needs to hear that, don't give up, because we don't know what 2021 and the further future will bring, but music will live forever.
It will.
And the talent that somebody can have will live forever. And why not think of, let's take this time to create, let's take this time to learn about other things. Let's think about, how do we perform today? All right, it's more the online thing. Let's get into that and find out, what do you need for that? And just don't give up, because at the same time, as you can put out your music and you can still touch people, for me basically, that's the aim. It's to be able to put out something that comes from deep within, in the collaboration with lots of people, and then just speak to the people, and whoever feels touched, that's my aim. And that is still possible even with the COVID.
Encouraging and inspiring words from Irina Mossi. We love her, guys.
How I started singing.
Yeah.
My family is a very musical family. Music has been a part of my family from, basically I was a baby. My father is from Congo, Africa. My mom is Swiss. So my father came to Switzerland a little bit over 30 years ago as a musician, actually.
Right.
And so and my mom did sing in a jazz choir too. So I grew up seeing them sing, perform, and also with my grandma, my grandfather. It was always a part, that music, singing. So I basically started to sing early, and then I went into choirs, jazz choirs. I started my school band, the first school band in high school, and then I started to just create my own bands, and here I am today. But it was really always the passion for singing that motivated me to go further and explore and put out and deliver.
That must have been a huge contribution to who you are then, to have such musical inspiration around you at home throughout your whole entire life.
Very much. And they're also like today, they're so proud.
Oh,
I love it. I love to see how they're proud of me and my sister. So that is also a very big motivation. Yeah, I must say, really. Yeah.
how did you progress into the stage where you would say you would call yourself a singer, or you was really inspired and started to write? What age did that sort of start from?
So the writing itself started early, but not consistently.
Right.
The motivation for writing was simply that I do have things to say, and it's not an easy thing, the writing, and I still have progression to do in that, and that's totally fine. But yeah, basically, I just have things to say, and I love to sing, so why not put it down in a song and sing it? Basically, yeah. And the progression of how I describe it, how I reach today is the performances. I've been performing a lot on so many different stages, small ones, big ones, in shops, weddings, birthdays, on the street, and that really helped me to progress and to be able to say, hey, I'm a singer. Right. And I know how to interact with the public. Yeah.
That's good to hear, because you can see, well, maybe the listeners and the viewers might not be able to see, because I'm trying to bear in mind that, you know, not everybody may know you that sort of locks into this platform, and that's why I want to encourage them to go and discover who you are across the social networks. You know, seek out your music, go and purchase it, because I've had the opportunity to actually witness you singing live. One was in the street in Spain, where we first met, and where I was first blown away by you and your talent. I feel like I always know the strength of an artist by an a cappella, whether it's a rap a cappella, a singing a cappella, because it really does show your strength and your true colours, because there's nothing to hide around. So when I first met you, and then on spot, you know, you was just singing, I was just like, wow, I was so blown away with your talents. It was just like, I know this girl's insane. Then I'm at Rotterdam Festival, going by one of the big stages, and I'm like, dancing away, Stone Boys on, yeah. And I'm like, that looks like Irina. So I've experienced you musically in such a good way that I feel like, you know, I'm quite a good character of the level of artist that you seem to be at, because you are naturally gifted at singing.
Thank you. Yeah. As you said, like you just mentioned the Stone Boy gig. I also love to do backing vocals. It's not how I started the music, because a lot of people get to know me as a backing vocalist for Kali P, Stone Boy. I did a little tour with the Wailing Souls, also like a European tour in 2018, and I just love to do harmonies with my sister. Actually, we both do them together, and what we love about this supporting vocals, as you call it today, sometimes, is that you can really just bring something different to. You're like an instrument, basically, that enriches the whole music and the whole show. I love to do that too. Yeah.
That's pretty cool, girl.
And as you mentioned, a cappella, let me give them a little a cappella of the new single that just came out called Rising, featuring my sister called Caroline Nukula. I am rising on my way to Zion. I keep my spirit free from all negativity, breaking chains of captivity. I am rising on the path of redemption. I'm spreading my wings and following the king. That's why my heart really sings, rising.
But. Exclusive performance of the brand new singles. Guys, you see what I'm saying? About natural talent on spot. Irina Mossi, she has just demonstrated it, how it's supposed to be at a high level at any time. And it shows you the strength and the beautifulness of her voice. So thank you, Irina. We appreciate that on Industry Insider. It was a beautiful addition to the show. So thank you.
Big up Industry Insider show. And big up Miss Tempz.
Thank you. We're not done though. Have you still got time?
I do.
Good girl, because we're just getting into it.
Yeah, good.
Wicked. Have you been doing some live sessions? Say maybe 6 months ago?
I've been doing a few live sessions actually online this year, but mostly with Jones, which is the producer of my album too, and the one that plays. Jones is I don't even know where to start. He's multi-talented. He plays a lot of instruments, but the wickedest thing to me is that he plays the guitar and the drums at the same time live.
You're joking? How?
Well, you have to come see that. He has like the guitar in his hand, and he has like pedals for the drum. Like he has probably have 4 or 5 pedals.
Okay,
and
yeah.
He plays the drum at the same time, and he grooves with it. Grooves. Yeah, so I've been doing live sessions with him, like on online platforms.
That sounds awesome.
Sometimes also like just myself with the audio. Yeah,
that sounds awesome. He sounds, when someone's like multi-talented, but like takes it like a trillion notches up. Because
I'm telling you,
that's insane.
And it's so cool because we've been playing together for 4 years now.
Right.
And we just match, and we get to know how to play together. You know the thing, like when a band plays together for a little while and they get to know each other, they can groove together, and we really reach that level of, if we don't play together for 3 months now, which just happened after summer and there was a next lockdown, and then I think last week we did play a little birthday where there was 8 people.
Right.
We were allowed to be 10 people in one room.
Right.
We were with us, the 10, and we didn't play for 3 months,
right,
like live. And we're like, it totally works because we're just in that flow. We just feel each other, and that's so awesome. I love it.
I think it's really important to have a good relationship with either your producer or your band, because if the magic's not there, or if there's a problem between, if there's anything that's kind of creating any form of complications, I think it's hindering to both.
I think so too. And it's not always given. It's not always given that you do have this good relationship to
definitely not
you're working with. So I'm very, very grateful for that. And besides Jones with the duo, we also have a band, meaning that the idea came from, as a duo, you can't really play on big festival stages. And so we said, let's just get a little more people together, and with backing vocalists as well.
Right.
So that we can play on bigger stages as well. So we have a great, awesome band in a new composition that we're going to play the album release tour next year.
Right.
Some dates are set. We're still working on next dates, but
Right.
I believe it's gonna happen. And we're just a great, great, great band with motivated people. I'm so grateful for it. Yeah,
Absolutely. I think sometimes people don't realize how much of a blessing a good team is.
yeah, for real. Yeah,
It-
for real.
it's,
You get to appreciate it.
would you say in regards to giving other artists advice around that situation? Because some people might think, how do I create this good team? Who does it consist of? Would you say there's any sort of form of way to go around seeking out that, or do you think when you're in the industry you just kind of get to know the right people and then you kind of make your move from there?
I think both works, but the best thing would be if you do have people around you that you know personally that are talented or that are willing to put in works and effort to mastering an instrument, for example,
Right.
that would be the best thing because you know them already, you know how they move, you know how they behave and what their values are. And if you can put a band together with friends, that is just like the poof. That's the top. But
That is.
of course, then if you get into the music scene of wherever you are or which genre ever you do, you get to know musicians and you just have to feel if first of all the style. If just not too long ago I had a very good friend of mine telling me that she was getting to know a band that was interested to play with her, and I was like, yo, this band is wicked, you should really get into it. And she started to work with them and just realized, yo, but the style that they are used to play is not really the one that she totally, that's not 100% her style.
Right.
She loves the way they play, but they didn't find each other as yet on what to create exactly.
Right.
So I said, then talk to them. Just sit down, be honest, talk to them that there's some things in the style and in the genre of music that needs to fit. And if not, go and look for somebody else, for another band,
Yeah.
because you're going to end up not being happy with it. At the end of the day, it's the people that you're going on stage with,
Yeah.
the people that you're going to present your stuff with, and you want to be happy with that. You want to feel 100% comfortable and that people also get the whole thing that you want to deliver. So it's important to have open conversations about that,
Yeah.
and to also tell yourself, yeah, you just want the proper perfect thing for yourself. But it's not only easy because yeah, you still have to like choose whoever is around you. Yeah.
No, great answer. Thank you for contributing, and hopefully that advice and information was able to help, somebody out there that's here listening to Industry Insider. One, to learn more about Irina as a musician, but two, to learn about the experiences of the industry and of artists as well. I did want to ask you, Irina, about the actual musical scene over in Switzerland itself. Is there a strong scene of reggae and dancehall? If not, what is like the main genre of music that kind of dominates Switzerland?
There is a big scene of reggae and dancehall in Switzerland, going from sound systems to selectors to artists as well.
Right.
There is
Big up Rough Pack. Big up
Big up
Washington. Big up yourself.
exactly Rough Park. We have Kali P,
Big up
international artists from Switzerland as well. We have
Big up.
Kali Herb, we have Cookie the Herbalist, we have Naima, we have Samora, we have a lot of artists and a reggae scene in Switzerland, definitely. But I wouldn't say it's the one that is reigning, the
Right.
dominant one.
Yeah.
Well, it's mainstream, as I think all over the world. There's a lot of pop music, electronic music. There's a lot of soul as well. There's a lot of R&B. Yeah, we have a lot of good musicians in Switzerland, I have to say, really and truly. We do.
Is there any like grime artists or drill artists?
What kind of artist?
Grime or drill artists in Switzerland? Or rappers?
We do have rappers, yeah. Definitely. Sorry, I forgot to mention hip hop rappers. Waleep. Yes,
Right.
we do.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I've been excuse me.
Okay.
I've been working with a lot of rappers also when I started to write
Right.
my own music or to record actually was with a lot of rappers from my city especially that I did like participate on the live shows or sing their hooks and
Right.
yeah, that's also a thing of how I started to record.
Who, if you could name 3 artists that you're inspired by, who are they?
India Ari, Jill Scott, and right now I would say Randy Valentine.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I-
Nice.
yeah, he's such a great artist. Like, yeah.
Nice. Good 3 selection, good 3 choices.
Mm-hmm.
So one thing I did want to ask you as well, Irina, is are you able to define your style as an artist yet, or are you still searching?
That's a very good question. You just touching a subject.
Good.
I'm always asking myself, do you really have to like fix yourself on a genre of music?
Mm-hmm.
I think yes, the music industry wants that. They want to be able to say, oh, she's a reggae artist or oh, he's a soul artist. Really and truly, I love to do both. I love to do reggae music. I love to do soul, R&B, new soul stuff.
Right.
And I'm not really wanting to settle for any of them. If I would have to choose for a genre, I would say more go with the soulful R&B-ish new soul thing.
Right.
But I will never stop to do reggae music. So I would say I found my styles, yes.
Let people know where they can get your music from, where they can buy it from, or where they can hear it or see it.
Well, you can find my music on every major platform, which is Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, Deezer, and all of these platforms. You just have to type in Irina Mossi. And you can also find me on the social medias, Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, that's where you can find my music. And YouTube, of course.
Brilliant.
YouTube.
So
Yes.
you've got a brand new single that's being released on Friday.
Exactly. New single release called Rising. It's a soulful ballad with my lovely sister, Caroline Nukula. And go check it out with a beautiful video with it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And album?
And the album drops in April 2021. A whole album with nice collaborations on it. And yeah, just lovely tunes about life, about love, about get yourself together.
Right. So
Exactly.
is it full of versatility, like you were just saying, in terms of you as an artist? Can people expect a lot of variety on the album, or would you say it's one way led, or give us a little bit of exclusivity?
It is versatile. It
Right.
totally is. You're gonna find soulful tracks, you're gonna find ballads, you're gonna find reggae tracks on it too. Also the collaborations are with a lot of different people from different genres, artists. Yeah, just go check it out. And the singles that are out already, all of them are on YouTube and on all the major platforms as well. Go check it out.
Excellent. Irene, I just want to say thank you so much for taking the time out to speak with me, your girl, Miss Tempz, today, and for, just giving up some of your time with your busy life as you're just about to release your brand new single with a brand new video with your sister, a project that you're proud of, a project that just sounds sick. So I just want to say thank you, and I want to wish you all the best for the future as well.
Thank you so much, and thank you for taking the time or giving me the platform of presenting myself. Big up yourself, Miss Tempz, big time.
You're welcome, girl. This is our third, but it definitely won't be our last, that's for sure. So watch out for Irina linking up with Miss Tempz sometime very soon in the future, hopefully definitely before the release of a brand new album. Look out for us. Say hello to your sister for me and tell her I'm so excited for you guys. I'll definitely get her on for an interview as well. And something I did want to ask you, because when I spoke with her, she says that she was going to be a rapper. So when I see this, when I saw her singing, I was like, wicked, okay. I wasn't sure if she was going to come with the bars too. So just ask her. I was personally asking about her rap career that I says I'll back from.
She is definitely not going to let go of the rap because she is wicked in rapping too. That is very much a fact. But yeah, she's a singer. Like she definitely is a singer. But it would be lovely if you could do an interview with her too, because she's also really working on her thing right now. She released her single not too long ago, her first one. So that would be awesome. Yeah.
Tell her that I 100% was scheduling. I've got her on Instagram anyway, but shout her out from me personally and tell her I says hi, asking about her, wishing her well, still checking.
You are now locked into DJ Tempz. You are now in with DJ Miss Tempz, Miss Tempz.
DJ Miss Tempz, DJ Miss Tempz. Play it loud, let them know what's poppin'. The God Rock Kim in your area.
Yo,
One.
you can just feel this one.